While our papers have been full of reports about Australian films and their big reception in Cannes, one of our true international success stories has gone unheralded. He's Sydney-based Spot the dog, and he's just about the biggest thing there is in New Zealand, as Kay Stammers discovered.
What is it?
It's Spot.
The reaction has been huge. I mean, he is sort of an icon now in New Zealand.
Oh, it's Spot! Oh, be careful, Spot!
The whole of New Zealand has fallen in love with Spot. In fact, they had a poll recently and half the country voted for him for Prime Minister.
Over the past 3 years, Spot has made about 30 TV ads for Telecom New Zealand, all but one shot here in Australia. And he's currently making 3 more.
Here we go, it's another take.
The Wonder Dog, a Jack Russell Terrier born in Sydney, was discovered after a talent search that took in both New Zealand and Australia.
We came up with the idea, believe it or not, from the word Spot, which we developed as the services and products of Telecom, and then went looking for the dog. We were wanting something with spots, obviously, so that was about the only mandatory, and something quite small and agile. You know, obviously telecommunications companies aren't quite large, so we wanted the opposite of that, really. So we went searching. Also, the charm of the ads needed a fairly extraordinary dog.
The great thing that Spot did, the first day I met him, was he jumped on a skateboard and skated across our floor with a little bag in his mouth. And we said, that is sensational. And so in the very first commercial, we actually built the skateboard into the script, which wasn't originally there.
Usually, he does genuinely perform all his own stunts, and we don't use stand-in dogs and all that sort of stuff. However, we obviously had to have a bit of a model sliding down the drain pipe, etc. But apart from that, he does everything.
Spot's real name is Carisbrook Marsbar.
And the reason why it's Marsbar, because he came from a lolly litter. They're all named after lollies. There was Minty, Milky Way, Marsbar, and I think it might have been Kit Kat. And they were all lovely, but he was the last left. I just fell in love.
Spot's owner, Pat Robards, is also a dog trainer. And before long, she'd gone through a book of 100 tricks. Spot learnt them all.
Oh, Spot's got a sore paw. Come and show me your sore paw. Come and show.
We were doing a scene yesterday and we said, wouldn't it be great if only Spot, instead of peering out from around a basket, because he had to look scared because there's an intruder coming in, it'd be really great if he just snuck backwards round the basket. And we said, walk backwards, Spot. And he walked backwards. I mean, when we started working with him, we would say, we want Spot to run from here to there, you know, and we would say action, and then the trainer would run out and say, go, Spot, you see, and Spot would run. And then after we'd done that for several weeks, I'd say action, and Spot had gone before anyone called him. And then after a while, we would say, and action, and he would go on and. And then it was the clapperboard would come and bang, and he'd gone. Then it was turn over cameras, and he wasn't anywhere to be found. And we now have to have a whole new language for Spot. So we sort of say, would you please quietly turn on the camera? And any moment now we're going to say, action, you see, and he's gone. So we have to fool him all the time because he knows what's going on around him all the time.
Spot's working hours are demanding. When the team flies in from New Zealand, they shoot 3 commercials at a time, which means 12 days straight on location. But he's well looked after in return.
This is, you know, like an actor in the sense that if he doesn't get his reward, if he doesn't get the applause, he gets all wimpy, and then the second time round he sort of has this hand dog look, and he doesn't want to do it, you know. And so we always have to say, you know, bravo, Spot, and super dog, and he goes woof, 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 just like any film star would. And that's his reward, you know. And then he loves it, and he wants to do it again, and you can't hold him back.
Sadly, it looks like Australian audiences will never get a chance to see him. The Telecom New Zealand has signed up its 4-legged star to an exclusive contract.